Hello, today I'm going to be talking about the 23rd of April 2024, which was Mike and Sean's day. Um, so during Mike's class, we had quite a varied amount of discussions. I can't remember everything that was said. I should have took notes, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to discuss a few topics that we spoke about. So one of the main things we spoke about was Bandcamp, because that is something that Mike always talks about and he's very passionate about. So basically, um, I've mentioned this in previous things, and this is the main thing for my FMP anyway. We're releasing an EP. So we were thinking that, oh God, what were we? We were thinking, well, a thought crossed my mind, and it was basically, why don't we release the EP on Bandcamp? But then the second I said that, I also realized, well, we then can't post it on Spotify because then if people realize it's on Spotify, they won't pay us, and then it won't really work. I'd say I don't think that's right for us at the beginning. I'm not sure if that's something we want to truly pursue. It's a thought that crossed my mind. It's we get paid for it, but I think at the same time it limits our audience. It's not good where we are right now because we want to get as many people to see it in the easiest possible ways. And the easiest possible ways to do it, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, Deezer, all those places. Like most people have it. Granted, they pay a subscription service. It's a subscription based service, but if you have it, you can listen to as many songs as you like. You have free access, and you're technically paying the artist if it's only 5/100ths of a penny. But I did a little research as well, and we've had 163 plays on Spotify, and I did the maths. So that song has made us 81 pence, which is 16 pence and 3p per person, which is 16p. I can't complain. Um, Overall, yeah, I don't think it's good enough for us at the moment. We may do it later on if we want to release a single that's, not quite up to par, but we want people to listen to it. Hey, if you want to listen to it, there's a single, cost a quid or whatever, and then, that's 20p per person, say however many people listen to it, 100 people, that's 20 quid. It is what it is. So there was that. We also discussed Taylor Swift's disgustingly poor new album. It's not that I don't like. Well, I don't like Taylor Swift, obviously, but that's not the main thing that I spoke about in the grand scheme of things. Because some of the lines she came up with are just dreadful. It's a miracle that the executive, the other writers, the fellow musicians didn't say anything. Like it's just baffling to me. Like maybe she owns her own label. I don't know. And even if she does, how is this not career suicide? The amount of stuff she said is just bonkers and it makes absolutely no sense. Like she spoke about a poet and a typewriter and then immediately contradicts herself by saying, well, who uses typewriters anyway? She said she wanted to live in the 1830s, but not with the racists and the misogynists, which in my mind, she wrote the first line and then someone said to her, add this so it covers your ass. It's it's baffling to me. But if you make that amount of money, you have a large following, you could release 3 minutes of you just screaming incoherently, and people will be like, "Oh my god, that's so experimental. Why didn't I think of that?" Fame comes with this sort of thing, I guess. But we also discussed TikTok's ban in America, and the way I see it is that's a good. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because people have jobs on that, people make money, and it's sort of taking away quite a lot of jobs. At the same time, it's good for us because that massive market just gone, right? That boosts people in Britain up, right? Because all of a sudden, all these hundreds and maybe even thousands of bands doing what we're doing suddenly gone. Yeah, that dicks them over, but get good. Um, and the way I see it is, well, that helps us out in the competition because now there's less people, which means there's a higher chance of more people seeing us anyway. But at the same time, with it gone, that means Americans won't be able to see our content. So it sort of helped us and not helped us at the same time. But overall, I can't complain. Anywho, Sean's class, we just did college work and we had to fill out a survey based on how we felt college life so far. I did like two things in my research log. some things that I was talking about on Monday, which were the materials of slide, like actual slides, slide guitar, and what flanger is. Um, so there was that. In the afternoon, I spent the entire time practicing with Raja because whether you knew this or not, I'm playing with him on bass. So the only two songs I managed to learn in the time that he told me about was Before I Forget and Duality, both Slipknot tracks. We practiced it in the pod for a tiny bit. I had no quarrels. We've tried it on stage, which has come to the realization that I need a new lead because there's dodgy connection. It's cutting out when I don't. Well, obviously, I don't want it to cut out. But yeah, um, I don't mind his set. The one song I don't like on the entire set that he's done is "Die for You" by Bring Me the Horizon. And on the same point, one song that I don't think should belong on there is "Something in the Way" because you have all these powerful songs like "Before I Forget," "Duality," "Down with the Sickness," "Beautiful People," all these really hard hitting songs, and then it's just like, oh, underneath the bridge. It's just it doesn't fit. I don't know, but overall, apart from that, I really enjoy that set. And over the weekend, I learned some more of the songs. I learned something in the way, which is really easy. It literally took me 2 minutes to learn. And Down with the Sickness, which is a little bit hard because the main thing on it is actually I'll grab my bass behind me. The main thing you have to do is this. So you have to go do da do do do. But it's just the overall stretch of it all, and you have to keep it in good pattern. Just there's that, and then there's a bit towards the end. In fact, it's very end. Where you have to do the same thing, but a whole tone higher. But it doesn't follow the same pattern. The singer's off doing his own thing. The drums aren't thinking. It's just keeping your own pattern. It's a very polyrhythmic style, so you have to keep it. You have to keep that sort of style. However, the drums and everything aren't keeping time, and it's very hard to listen to. The other part actually is it's a very simple riff. So there's a part where he starts screaming, and it's the pattern on when you. So it's like it's that, which is very simple. Um, it's some of it. The note matches it. So there's a part where he's like, "You should go shut the fuck up and die," like that. But then sometimes it just doesn't. It's like it's something that I need to practice, but overall, it's nothing that I can't handle. I'm probably just going to practice. I can't do it today because I'm working until about 8 o'clock at night. But apart from that, that's everything that's happened this week. God, this is the first one that I've done that's about 8 minutes long in a while. I'm sorry if you have to listen to this incoherent rambling, but you're welcome. So I will see you next week.